Hello everyone, welcome to our 4th live stream. This is Laurelyn of the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop, and I am very, very excited to be here and doing this today. I have been puttering around it a little bit for a couple hours this morning already, and I've gotten some progress. I'm very happy with it. And just in case, and I know most of you know what we're doing here, but just in case, it's the North and South. And hello to Pat and So Patches and Judy. Thank you guys very, very much for showing up and partaking in our live stream. We really appreciate it and really enjoy that you guys come around. And like I said, it's kind of getting to know friends. I like it. I like it to get to know friends. I like friends. Friends are good. All right, so we're puttering around at this. And so glad it's finally Sunday. I'm happy you feel that way. Hello, Teresa. Very happy you're here. Man, we're making some progress. Very, very excited. So I've got this like little color collage of, what was it? One of our viewers, I had missed it when we were doing the filming, but when I was reading the text afterwards, because I didn't want to miss anything, it seemed like something toxic or, radioactive or something like that with these two together. Because remember, I was saying how it would be cute even if you just eliminated that triangle and you just did a bunch of these, how it would look, right? And I'm like, you know what? That really would be kind of like radioactive. I think it would be cool, really cool. And even on point too. You put it on point, it's kind of like, I don't know, you can do so much. Your mind is only your limitation. So, all right, we are puttering away. Kathy Hopkins from Southern Ontario. Hello, you're probably just my neighbor down the road. And Heather, hello Heather. And Mila, thank you Mila from Tennessee. Elizabeth, Australia. Is now on holidays. Oh, very nice. Ooh, I'd love that. When we lived over in the UK, we kind of just toured up to Scotland, and I am kind of kicking myself now. We were so close to France, we really should have, and we should have went, and hindsight is 2020. You having a little one, you just kind of want to settle and, so on and so forth, and get to know where you are. We did a lot of sightseeing and touring where we lived. So I'm very happy for that aspect of it. But you think of it, we were so close. We were so close at that time. Could have went to France, could have went to Greece, could have went to Italy, could have went to Spain, could have went to all sorts of places. Hello, Patsy and Athena. Thank you guys for showing up. We really appreciate it. And Joe, good evening from England. Hello. Very happy to see you guys. It's like I said, I'm only having water today, no juice. And I got one of my favorite cups I've had since like 2000. This little Mickey. It's all frosted now, or a little condensed water. Whatever. Anyways, that. It's just water. So very happy to see everybody. Okay, so we've been puttering away at the North and South, as you know, and having some progress. I'll show you what I've done so far. I did realize, thank you to one of our viewers, I think it was Alicia, she pointed out that my pink ones were going the wrong direction. They were all pointing downwards. I had them both going down in this direction as I had done the green. But then as I was putting it together and sorting out my colors, I realized that pink was in the wrong spot. So I picked it out and moved it. It was there. This was weekend's project. That was so much fun to do, I have to tell you. Hopefully the dimension kind of stands out there. So I realized I'd made a mistake after I was to the colors section, and it should be in this pinky purple that should have been in the same line with the green. Of course, I'm just doing the best I can from the picture that I have and from the picture that's on the World Wide Web. So I've already kind of done part of the block, 2 rows down, because that pretty much goes in the spot 2 rows down. And then this right here, since I fixed that one, it'll go back up over here. And I did, we did the top block, or the top row, last session, this is what I've done so far, okay? So it's really coming together, I think. Hello, Becky from the Netherlands. Happy to see you. Very, very happy to see everybody. Yeah, and Teresa, thank you. Yay, it's 3 p.m. And Pamela, hello. So, yeah, I don't know. It's coming along well. I'm really liking the colors. And, of course, I may have a tone out of place, but in the whole scheme of things, really, it doesn't really matter. I think they're going to love it, and I'm going to love it no matter what. So we're just going to plug away at another 4 rows to add to the bottom of this one, and then we're going to keep plugging away. Okay, so we're just going to lay that over here. See those beautiful colors. Okay, and what we have to do is we actually have to trim. We trim. I thought, because remember when I was a little confused when I was putting the row together, I was like, okay, well, seems like we're missing a triangle or sort of thing, or did the one have to go on like a section on the side? But no, I counted and made sure that I wasn't going to make any boo-boos, and it's what we need, and we just trim it all off. So that's another extra bit for the bonus pile that seems to be growing every time I keep working on something. So that's going to be extra bits for the border. Fantastic. I can't wait to do this border. Hello. I think Alicia, you were the one who told me about the pink. So thank you for that. That really helped me. Liz, thank you very much. Nancy, Kathy, Pamela. Very nice to see everybody. Really, really is. It's fantastic. Someone did a nice job on your screen board. Yes, Munchkin did. He did a fantastic idea. Actually, it was Pop's idea. Munchkin implemented it. We work as a great team here. Delegate, 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 go. All right, so what we're going to do is I already have my next row need to go to line up to this one, and then we can attach it because it's actually the 6th in the series. So we need to do row number 5. Okay. Okay. Hello, Linda, too. And thank you very much for all your help. We appreciate it. I didn't realize I flubbed up until you said something. So, and then I realized I had made another mistake as I further got along. But that's okay. Fixing it as we go. You know, no worries, no sweat. Okay, so we need to make another one of these before we move on to making our 5th row, because I don't want to lose these pieces. So I gave Nomi a little bit of a rest. I don't know if okay, 2 questions. 1, does your big machine hum after a while? And 2, where do you have it plugged into? Is it into a power bar that's power surge, like some surge protection, or is it right into the wall? Because sometimes this guy, he gets a little, I don't know. It's such a pitch that if I can't stand it anymore and the TV's not killing it, I will put on the headset and just, but it's hard to, get any work. I mean, listen to the door if anybody comes in or something like with the headset and I'm rocking off. Yeah. So that's 2 questions for you. Hello, Sammy. Hello. Yeah, Quilty Mod. Yes, do amazing work on these. Thank you. The border is fantastic. It is. It was quite amazing. When I saw it, I was like, whoa. Well, thank you guys for, stepping it up and trying to make it, as fun as possible and really get to know what we're doing here. We're learning as we're going and we're trying to improve things along the way. So if anybody has any suggestions, we're here and we're ready to help. This is only our 4th one and, it's all progress, right? Well, I'm not sure whether it's even the big machines or the little machines, but they seem to sometimes make noise. I think my little brother one, did a little noise too, but maybe it's just me. Maybe it's sensitive hearing. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, back to this one. So we're going to sew this together. So how's everybody's Sunday? No, it's not a native oil. It's like I don't know. It's just like a little engine hum or motor hum sort of thing. And I said to the gentleman who did the maintenance on it, that it was doing that because it was doing it within the first month of me buying it. And he said, plug it into a wall outlet. And I thought to myself, huh? Okay, first you tell me to put it into a serger, like a power surge power cord because of the computer special system in it. And now you're telling me to put it in the wall? Huh? Okay, I'm confused. So I just, figured maybe it was just me. Or maybe my ears were just too sensitive to it. Hello, Wanda. Okay, thanks, Sammy. Power bar with Surge Protect. Good. Mine never hums when it's plugged into a Surge Protect. It probably shouldn't. Yeah, that's what I said too. But he didn't seem to be too concerned about it. So I've been abusing it for a while now. Okay, I don't want to get confoozled. I've already used the seam ripper many times already today. In fact, I was singing a song about me and the seam ripper being the best of friends. And Pop was just starting to set up all his equipment out here, and I think he was slightly disappointed that we weren't recording because it was kind of a catchy tune. Okay, having a great day. Hope all is well with everyone. Thank you, Becky. The border is beautiful. Tired, went camping with Cub Scouts and got home to go to work in just less than 2 hours. Oh, geez. That's a busy day. That's going to go fast for you. An issue, it's the overloving. Hi, Lise. Thank you for joining us. Very happy to see you here. Very happy. I don't know. I just thought maybe it's purring. There we go. That's just its sound. That's why I even started calling it just the Know Me hum. So it was. I think it's just like as someone was. It's overworked. It's overloved. Hi, Patricia. Thanks, darling. She's my long arm buddy. We're having a lot of fun. We're having a lot. What do you think of this one? Have you done that the stacking one there, Patricia? I know she's done lots of quilts. She's done beautiful, beautiful work. Has anybody done this one before? You know, I thought it was really kind of cool. It was a different take on the stacking block sort of thing. I had to go at making the stacking block behind you. Oh, excellent, Liz. I would love to see a picture. Would love to see a picture. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. All right, we're going to sew this together. Give it a little press. Put it with a stacked buddy. And I noticed not all my points were fantastic on the first 4 rows. I think I kind of know where I need to improve for the next 4 rows. So by the end, it should be fantastic if they only really look at the bottom. It's okay. It doesn't matter. They're going to love it anyways. It's a learning process, and I'm not going to stress too much about it. I'm just going to work a little bit harder on the next row. It was the way I was lining up my whites and my grays. That was my issue of trying to make sure I had enough down here to cover that point. But I was kind of stressing a little bit up here, and I really don't need to stress that much up here if it's you know what I mean, because it'll all end up even if I just concentrate on the tippy tips, because I don't want to lose any of those tippy tips when we go to sew, right? Because we need those white bits on either side of that to make the tip, really. Okay, so I was just with that. I'm not going to stress about it. I'm just going to move on and just try and learn from it and go. Okay, so that's that little section kind of done. I was working on the one side and kind of puttering to the other, trying to even it out so we can go row by row. So now I need to put these two together. This should be row number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what I'm calling row number 5. Okay, because that one is row number 6. Yes, with the light green. Yes. Okay, so 6. There we go. Okay. All right, so now we want to go from, if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we need 2 grays. So 2 grays in a row. Holy, I just got connected. Let's talk to my brother on the phone, his wife. Oh, I'm sorry, Rowena. Prayers for your family. That's sad. Hello, Karen from Missouri. Saw you do the weekend project, a purple border sets up. Thank you. I kind of wasn't sure it was going to. I thought, I got to have some more pink around here somewhere. I don't. I clearly need to get some pink in my collection. And not just scrappy bits. I mean, enough to make a border out of, you know. There's enough to do a block out of some stuff, but, you know, never to do a whole border. So, yeah, so thank you. I'm glad the purple makes it stand out. No, I haven't, as the only pattern I've had involved wide seams. Oh yeah, wide seam. No, no, no. If I can figure out a way around it, by golly, I will. I will do it. Okay, I needed 2 grays together. Okay, let's right here. Line these up. Oh yeah, it really wasn't too bad. I think with a lot of the tips that people were giving me, I really should have lopped off the corner, not of this one, but you know what I mean, the one that in this block here. I really should have lopped it off before I sewed. I should have taken Kay Wood's, you know, if she was cutting it off in her ruler, I should have cut it off beforehand, and I probably wouldn't have had some puckery seams, but I was trimming afterwards, so it wasn't too bad, and I did, you know, kind of trim a little bit as I was going as well, so that kind of helped it, but lesson learned. Hey, I tried to learn something on every quilt. Next time, get more fabric, do a big one like this. Because I used up everything. I have a tiny little bit of this that I thought I might border this little wall. It's a little bit, like I said, baby quilt wall hanging or something like that. But I don't, and I have a little bit of that, but all the other pink I used up, so. Hi, Trudy. I love watching you. You make it so fun with jokes and voice changes, and the singing is the best. Thank you. It's just me. It's just who I am. Oh, is that probably going a little too fast? I was going all Leadfoot Larry. I'm like, I gotta catch up. Gotta show them like I've been doing something during this week. It does. It really does look awesome. It was a fun block to put together, actually. Once I wrapped my brain around the points together, because I just couldn't. I'm thinking, why don't we just put the, like we always do, put the triangle to the triangle, flip, 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 and no. It's okay. It's her design or someone's design. Can't say I know it's hers or not. Okay, now 2 grays, a colored, a white, and then the other tone maroony color. Oh, that kind of got a funky little bit there, so let's press that back. I don't know what happened. It was chaos in the pile. Okay, so we'll leave that there. We'll sew this and this together because the north is going up and the south is going down. Oh, you make it on the weekend, but I love your sense of humor. Aw, thanks, Rowena. I just, life is meant to be lived, and it's too short, so have fun, And like I said, I'm not going to stress too much about my points on my first few sets. I mean, there's maybe, I don't know, out of the, 16 there, there's probably maybe 7 that aren't fantastic, so, but that's okay. I'll try and make sure that there's less in the next set, so. And now I know where I can improve by adding my squares, my triangles, so. I'm moving the entire home packed, so all I can do is, oh, sorry, Kathy. Hey, but hand sewing's fun. I love hand sewing, or bindings too. That's just my favorite thing to do. I don't like to, machine them. I think it looks weird with the stitching on the both sides, and it makes the binding all stiff, and I like the flexibility of a hand stitched, to me it's more loved, I don't know. It's softer. It's softer. And I like it that it's softer. Okay. So like I said, my points up here are more important than my points down here. So I want, because of the colored fabric. So I want to make sure that I have my 1/4 of an inch past up here and not being too concerned that it's not down here. You know what? I can still see a little bit of the tabby bit. It's no big deal. This is the more important one. Focus on these ones up here, and my next couple of rows should go much better. Okay, put a pin or 2 in if you want. I was just kind of holding and going, so. All right, I don't want to lose anybody here. Oh, exactly. Enjoy the process. Thank you, Nancy. Yeah, thank you everybody for sharing your prayers with Rowena. It's hard to lose one. It's hard to lose a loved one. But sometimes if they know they're in a better place and they're out of pain, hopefully, if they were in pain. South Carolina. I've got one of my cousins moved to South Carolina, I think. Yes. I don't know. I don't really keep in contact with my my extended family. It's just my close-knit family. Why couldn't you watch Kay Wood's video? Was it the quality? It had Pop and I questioning it. He even tried to change. He goes, "Oh, change it to such and such deep," and he's like, "Oh, no, you can't." So I'm like, "No, this is it, honey. We got to just focus in." Okay, so we have our two grays, our maroony cherry kind of color, not quite cherry because the other one was kind of cherry, and then our white piece, and now we need our same, this one, and then another white piece, okay? Just making sure I have that correct before I proceed. Yes, I do. Like I said, the Seam Ripper and I, we're the best of friends, the best of friends, the best of friends. The Seam Ripper and I are the best of friends. We've been hanging out all day. Okay, so I want to make sure that I have enough on this side, because that's my point. That's my main happy point right there. And not be too concerned about this side. Okay? Kind of like focus on the top, not so much about the back end. Okay, or the bottom end. Making sure you got enough. I actually prayed for my dad to stop being in pain, and he passed away a week later. With how bad? Oh, I hear you. I hear you. Sometimes it's just like go and be relieved from the pain and anguish you're suffering, and move on to something happier, you know. Because we all believe, well, most of us, that there is something beyond, and you know, more glory than what we've had on this earth. Love to sing. Thanks, Wanda. I'm here every Sunday at 3. Okay, now remember, see, I make sure I had enough on that end, so when I'm coming to sew, that I'm gonna not nip it too much, I'm still gonna get a point. Okay. All right. Like I said, the Seam Ripper and I are the best of friends. We have had so many tomatoes from our garden. We were sharing them with the neighbor and her family, and they were very happy to receive them earlier today, so that was good by me. And didn't tell me we were doing a variety show. You know it. I was sewing earlier, and when I had to start using the Seam Ripper, I knew it was time to take a break. Yes, you're part of my Sundays Laugh Out Loud. Thank you, Wanda. Ow, 15%. Ow. Whoa, that's hard. That must be so hard just to get a breath. Like the strain on the body for that much. I'm sorry, Wanda. I'm happy he passed and he's not in pain anymore. Alicia, sorry. I apologize. Sorry, Wanda was loving the singing. Sorry. Lovely big areas to do lots of great quilting on. Is what you're going to do when you finish. Oh, I don't know, Liz. I don't know. Pamela's been anxiously waiting for the show to start. Thank you. How do you keep the little guys from eating your tomatoes? What did we use? The diatomaceous earth? Yeah, we used some diatomaceous earth. We had to order it. We couldn't just go and pick it up. I'm not sure why we couldn't just go pick it up at the local hardware store. I put the timer on for this. Oh, she will start charging us before. No fees. Just your company. That's all I ask. That's all. No, nothing more. For the variety show. I put the timer on for the, for this one as I missed last week's and had to watch the taped version. Oh, sorry, so Patch. Happy you came here. Okay, now I need to do 2 grays in between my next green or my next section of colored triangles. Okay. There we go. Yeah, and we find that the diatomaceous earth has helped, and they're so tasty because we're not picking them until they're red or yellow, you know, as the case may be, and they're just so delicious. In fact, my niece is here for a quick visit, and I'll only see her for a couple hours tomorrow as I pick her up from a hotel in downtown Toronto and have some lunch with her and take her to the airport. That's all I'll get to see her for, but I'll take it. I'll take anything. My mom asked if she would bring some tomatoes home because she knows, you know, we try to grow some good stuff. And when I told her how delicious they were, she was like, oh, I wish you could bring me some. I'm like, well, maybe my niece can, you know, bring them home for you. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll make sure to bring some. If she can't, then, you know, I'm sure it'll be okay. It's only tomatoes. What was it? Oh, yeah, that's lots of oxygen. Oh, I love doing the quilts of valor. I have to say, I'm sure somewhere in my family someone has served, but not that I know of at this moment. But the fact that I still like doing them. I think they're great, and I like how the community or you know the people who do them and support them all kind of pull together and try to make beautiful work. So yeah, exactly. Nothing like homegrown. Oh, I'd put up some fence or something there, Sammy, for so to keep the coons. Ooh, rats. Too bad. I don't make plans on Sunday to work because I don't want to miss these shows. Wanda, you're adorable. Too funny. You guys are awesome. We're just a couple of crazy people just trying to have some fun and clearly make a mess, and I don't know what happened there. Oopsies. That's okay. We fix. All right, now let's do a little pressing. Okay. And then we will add the greeny bits. There's lots that are really tone on tone. They're kind of hard to see sometimes, you know, the difference in between, especially in relation to what they want in the chart. So that's why I said maybe I may have a brown on the bottom when I should have had something else or whatever, but I'm not going to be too worried about it. I'm going to have some fun. Okay, so I already know this needs to go down. And since this is row number 5, it needs a white piece. Let's just confirm with that. It would attach to there. So yes, it is. So we will put that and that together. And then another 2 together. Yeah, we've been looking forward to this too all day. We like it. We have fun. And as you can tell, we all work together as a team, and Mr. Maudie designed an awesome border for everybody to look at, the north and south border, quilt border. Oh, see, I think I should have. Going to be hugging my seam ripper again. We're the best of friends. See, because you know why? I'll go to the little camera. Can you actually see on the little camera here? Is that I didn't give myself enough room. There's not enough room for me to actually stitch anything to the top of that, and it's going to come off all weird and chopped off. So need to pick that out and shift it up just a little bit. Kind of want to make sure the top of this tippy tail is over the top of that corner. That's okay. We've been the best of friends all day long. Don't leave them out. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Even tomatoes look suspicious. Well, I'm hoping not. And I know she likes tomatoes too, so I'm thinking, oh, she doesn't have them as her onboard snack. Save some for grandma. They grow up so fast. She just turned 25, and I'm like, where is the time going? I can't believe it. My eldest one is married and has a baby, and the next one is married, and then it's this one, and it's like, wow, oh my goodness, where's the time going? It goes by way too fast. Were the colors? No, there was no colors listed on the kit. It just said a 32 pack of fat quarters. That was it. Kona cottons. I know. And I would have. Next time if I do this, I'm actually going to label what I think is color 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if I'm going down the rows and stuff like that. Because I've been second guessing it here and there, and I don't really want to do that. So, frogging, yeah, rip it. That's exactly it. Don't bother me on Sundays. I'm watching live stream. Do you guys know anything about Twitch or Discord? Those are two other kind of mediums or that we can communicate with as well. Just kind of curious to see who out there knows of either one of them, and we'll go from there. So I don't want to pressure anybody, but it's Twitch or Discord. So don't stress if you don't. It's okay. It's not a big deal. It's not a make it or break it. Is that the cat? Is that the cat wandering around? No? Oh, it was. Hey, Mr. Clive. What you doing, Mr. Clive? Okay, so it was a green attached to a white, but I needed to give it more room on this corner than I had. So I need to give it a good chunk. Give it a good chunk. I'm gonna make that little corner is very important when it comes to making the quilt, as I've discovered on the first 4 rows. Should make myself a snack, like some popcorn or something. Do you have any recommendations about a good iron? I can only recommend the one that I have, because any of the other ones I've had are oyster, whatever that one was. It was okay, but dropped it. It didn't do well after that. I don't know. I've had this one for almost 2 years, and I love it. It does kind of heat up the house. Which I'm happy for in the winter because I'm never cold. Hug and iron, especially when it's on the quilty days, or iron the backs to quilts for long arming. Yeah, I'm sure that's maybe one for the pages, for the Facebook pages, is to ask out there if anybody has a high recommendation, especially in some of those quilt groups. I've heard of Twitch, but I've only seen it used for gaming live streams. Just left the visitors at the door. Bye. Are you leaving, or you just left them at the door? I'm confused. That uses Discord. She just told me. There we go. See, Heather, I knew. I thought maybe some of them little younger or munchkins out there might understand what Discord was too. Okay, I want that to go down, so I need another white one to go in between, and I don't want to make any boo-boos, though I will, because that's just who I is. All right, there we go. I want to make sure I have enough room down on this point, okay? It is a professional one. It's a reliable. It was a little expensive, but as far as I'm concerned, I can leave it on all day. It's there, it's hot, it's ready. I don't really use the steam feature a lot. It's more like just to press and stuff. So, but I like it. Like I said, it lives up to its name. It's reliable. So, and just because I knew I'd be doing so much ironing for the quilt shop because of the backings and sometimes clothes after, you know, I fixed and mended them and or what have you, or shortened them or tweaked them. They, you know, they need a press as well. Oh, bye, Alicia. Your phone is dying, so we'll miss this and watch it later. Bye. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for joining us, and thank you very much for the tips about the misplaced squares or triangles. You know what I mean. I have a reliable. It is this big beast. And it's very heavy. It's like a workout. Okay, I want to sew those two together and then a couple of gray pieces, and then that's the other row. Oh, bye to them. Hello to you. Thank you, Claire. I'm glad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for them. Thank you for putting up the machines up there. Oh, I didn't realize there was a regular one. Sorry, what did I miss? Nothing. Okay. I didn't realize there was a regular reliable out there, so that's good. There's good. So there's a smaller version, so that would be a great choice. You know, if I'm highly recommending this one, I'm hoping it would be just as professional standards as this one right here. So, yeah, probably. I wouldn't doubt it, Pamela. That sounds like it would be a one that would be in a dry cleaning place, or, you know, alterations or something like that. Excuse me. I had a little bubble. Okay. There. I got enough. I got enough meat to come across. Yes, I do. So now I need to add a couple, or just one gray. I think I just need to add one gray, just one gray. So we're going to do that and then do this. Give yourself a little bit of tail on the colored end. I want to thank you all very much for watching and liking and subscribing. We really do appreciate it, and we have a lot of fun. So. There's not much to completing the rows. It's more of getting these things done ahead of time as much as I can. That's why I try to putter away at a couple of them and get plugged away on a couple of the rows. So yeah, and I'm almost done. I just need to add this one right here, and that's one row done. And I will add it to the one behind me, and then you can see that, those two together. And then we'll make a couple more and... Don't be fond of the gray and other shit. Okay, what? Don't be a Debbie Downer, but not fond of the gray. Another suggestion. Oh, for this quilt right here? I don't know. Maybe. That's a good question. I don't know what else I would use with the gray, because you don't want anything to pull away. You want those neutral tones. That's why I think it would either look good with black and gray, or I wouldn't say cream, because then you'd have to, you know, compete with that color. So that's maybe a pattern. You'd have to choose maybe a pattern at that point, maybe, instead of just having a solid gray. Maybe a polka dot or some sort of texture, marble or nature or tree-like or something, or even like a batik. That might aid to it. So, all right. So, hold on. Oh, did I do this? Hold on. This is going... Yeah, okay. I get turned around so fast. Okay, so there's that row, okay? And then we're going to pin it to the other one. Well, first let's get this little press going on here. Do. And we've got another huge bowl of beans to blanch before we put in the freezer. They're in the fridge right now. I just didn't have enough time. Our raspberries are done though. But I could have swore the kids that I was watching come September last year that they were picking raspberries. I know they were picking raspberries. So I'm like, why did the raspberries end so fast? Okay, so we need to add this one and this one together. This is the one under. This is one I tried to do last week, but I had this pink here, and I realized it was the purple, so I switched it out. Okay. And I want to make sure it's going in the right direction because it does that little ziggity zag, right? As you can see around the border, it does that whole little wiggle, 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 wiggle. So I need to make sure that I've done that way. So I need to make it lined up again with number 3. So number 3 is this one right here. Okay. I just want to lay it out first before I sew them together to make sure I'm not confused. So if that was number 3. Oh. No, that's not going to do it. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this goes back. Okay. I go back? All right, hold on. I'm not doing this right. Does that line up there? Yes, it does. Okay. All right. That one. Because that point would go there, that would go there. Because you got to keep that gray zigzag center too. It doesn't veer too much. So we need to, oh, do I miss a piece? Yes, I'm missing a gray. Oops, sorry. I thought I was ready, I'm not. Okay. Thank you, Teresa. Automatic shut off. You could turn it off. Nice steam if you want. Yeah, okay. Peace try. Yeah. Well, that's what somebody was saying about toxic. It looked like a toxic sign too. So I was gonna say that does not seem like it was going right. That would have been another seam ripper fun. We've already been there, done that. So I just have to remind myself that there's always 2 grays in between the color sections and there's at least 1 or 2 grays on the ends. So either way, you could actually probably speed that along a little bit in your piecing. You could just put 2 grays, and knowing that if you had your 16 rows, you're good, you know. It's outside a caution sign. Well, that's what it's like, you know, like, wee-oo, warning, warning. But I do kind of like it, though, doesn't it? Doesn't it look kind of cool? I don't know. It does to me. Not everybody has to like everything. Okay, so let's move that over to where it needs to be, lining it up, which needs to be 1 closer. Ha ha ha. There we go. It's coming together. It's coming together. All right. Okay, now we're going to pin these 2. All right, let's take the time. Scoots back in the chair. Keep scooting down. Looks like a little girl. Oh, that's a panel. That's my Quilters at Work panel. I quilted it up on a Long Arm Wednesday if you want to check it out. It wasn't too long ago. It was fun. Light blue. I don't know. There is blue in here. There's lots of blue. So that's what I mean. It's kind of hard to do this one without using gray and white or black, you know, the neutral tones. Now, make a good point for your points here as you're coming in at 1. Oh, did I get tucked under? Oopsies. Hold on. Something weird happened here. We can't leave that somehow. There we go. I don't know. It looked like something was gone weird. Turn this back over and sew the tip. Doo-doo-doo. I think black would pop too, and I thought if I didn't use all those fabrics in the border, I would probably make another one with black because there's enough. I only need to do, oops, I already got a pin, silly. I only need to do, you know, 3 half square triangles or 4, 6, because you'd have to do, but you could really bust your scraps too in the same manner. And just as long as you kept the greeny tones in the same row and the pinky tones in the same row, like each little triangle, I think that would work too. So our next live stream project is going to be scrappy. I have lots and lots of fabric to make scrappy stuff and have scrappy bits around here. I need to make a dent in my bucket. So that is what's going to be happening on our next set of live streams. So hopefully I can find myself a really nice pattern that I like and be able to bust my scraps and either get maybe 1 or 2 quilts out. Gotta make a dent in it. Gotta make room for new stuff. Ooh, dark brown. Actually, you know what? There's not a brown in it. There's a tan, but not like a dark brown. Actually, dark brown's a good idea. I'd love to see the black too. In fact, when I was looking at it and taking it out, I'm like, I think black and gray would make this really pop too. A charcoal gray? I agree with you there, Jeannie. Or Jeanne? Jeannie? However you say your name. Yeah, I think black would definitely. Oh, I missed that long. Oh no, that's okay, Pamela. It's there. Like I said, it wasn't too long ago. I don't remember what we called it. Selective memory. It's filed. I don't remember what we called that one, but it was a lot of fun because I did a lot of different colored border strips around that were the colors that were in the quilt or the panel. And then I quilted it up each different in that little color section. So each, it's got like 9 different quilting in one little section. It's kind of cool as they all line up together. Funny you say that, Miss Teresa, because I was watching, I can't remember her last name, but her name's Darlene. And she was making a crumb quilt. And I was watching actually yesterday because I thought, you know what, we need to start thinking about the next set of live streams because we're probably only got about 3 left of this one. And then, we want to move on to something else, but I always want to make it a quilt. It's always got to be a quilt from start to finish, the process going along, the trials and tribulations, the errors, the headaches, the tears, the blood, the sweat, all of it. So, and I thought about doing a crumb one, but I thought about doing it as already starting with squares of like muslin and then attaching it to that. So I know I can flip and flop and do tiny pieces and that sort of thing. I really busted my scraps that way. And then from what's left over of that, give to donation to kindergarten kids, churches, Sunday schools, and all that sort of fun stuff. Jean. Okay. Thank you, Jean. But I really like the whole crumb because I don't have to be selective in what I got going on. Though I have this huge, maybe this will be the, the one after that, but I have this right in here would make a quilt. It may not be the prettiest thing in the whole wide world, but it would be a quilt. I'm sure there's a couple colors that are missing from that. But, maybe that'll be the one after Christmas or something. I would like to do a quilt along for the weekend projects, a Christmas project. If you guys didn't follow along with last year's, we did 12 blocks, obviously just before Christmas. I think we finished right at the beginning of December, so it gave you enough time to quilt it and put your size of borders on that you wanted and so on and so forth, and get it quilted up and ready for Christmas. So we're really thinking about that, and we're not really sure if we're going to think of our own pattern ideas, and then you just go, get them from us and how to put them together, and it'll be there each week for you to download as we're doing it, or I don't know. We'll figure it out. We don't want to stress about it, but we'll figure something out. What is a crumb quilt? It's where you take all your little bits of pieces and you just keep sewing them together. And you'd take that and you'd sew it together, and then you'd take that and put that over there and take whatever bibbity bobs, whatever shape it was, and just sew them and sew them and sew them and sew them until you got a big square that you were looking for and trimmed it there, or you just kept building and building and building. There's lots of little videos out there. You should check it out. But they are really cute because they just have such a collection of fabric, from dress shirts to jeans to, you know, leftover jammies, anything. Yes, don't forget to give thumbs up. Give me 2 thumbs up. If it was only possible. I would be, yay. It would be fun. It's amazing how anything goes in a crumb quilt and it all looks good in the end. Exactly, and I found that with scrappy quilts too. There's some colors you would not have slapped together and you're like, I don't know. But in the end, the whole major picture of it, it turns out fantastic. And I can attest to that because I came... some of the quilt tops that were donated for the Ronald McDonald House were scrappy-like in nature, and they threw anything and everything together to make those slab blocks. It was like John Deere and flowers and baby print and roses, and it didn't matter. It didn't matter. It was all rocking cars, and it didn't matter. It was all together. It's kind of like a crazy quilt, Pamela. Yep. I just keep on sewing. Oh, I'm sorry. Probably pin cushions right in the way. I apologize. Pop, can I be so troublesome as for you get me a glass of ice water? I would be very, very, very appreciated. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you very much. Well, it's a beautiful day out there. I was going to go for a bike ride, but I was thinking, oh, I better get some pieces done on the quilt. And then I was like, oh, okay. I better really, really catch up here. What? Now that cracked me up. The box behind you, I thought it held pictures of your quilts. No, it's the old chocolate box. That's where my little 2-inchers go. 2.5, those sorts of bits and bobs. Yeah, that's my little treasure. It says 2.5-inch squares, and I wrote it on the ribbon, so it always has to be the box for the 2.5-inch squares. Some are put together. I have the same glass for not years ago. Yes, 17 years ago. Oh my gosh. I know. And I even have some of the round ones too. They're my favorite. Are you kidding? These things bounce almost. I love these. I hate a glass that you can only use 2 or 3 times or it's too thin. You know, this one, I can put ice in it. It's not going to shatter the side. It's not going to break if I grab it too hard. I love these things. Yes, I did. I went out the other night and got her all trimmed up and shaved in the back, feeling all good and, I don't know, I was going to say sexy, but just good. Feeling all good. I love it short. I really do. I don't know why I kept holding on to the hair to begin with. The hair doesn't make the person, so it really doesn't. It's just hair. You know, whether you have it on your head or your face or your feet or whatever. It's just hair. Have the four from 50 years ago? I didn't realize. Oh, there was that. Now we have about, I know we bought like a set of 6 and 6 when they first came out in the year 2000, and it was Expo, whatever it was. And then over the years, obviously 17 years since then, a couple of them have diminished, and we have about 3 of the squares and think only 2 of the rounds left. And I'd love to find more. I'd love to. I use that or my mason jar glasses. Because I like me mason jar glasses. Oh, thank you very much, Sandra. Trudy says, I can never keep up with my cutter. Need to get more for every spot I work at. Cutters. What did I miss there? I'm missing something, but that's okay. I'm missing something always. Oh my God. That pounce as well. So are you saying that's why we only have so many? Well, not when they hit, you know, granite countertops, they don't. But wood floors, yeah, kind of. All right, so that's not perfect there. That's better. That's okay. All right, no stressing about it. I promised myself I wasn't going to do that. So now we have this 2 rows together. All right, it goes on this side. Because we're going north and south. North and south. I cut at different place on my, oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Hi everyone, I'm new to your channel. Love it. This is live show. Yes, it is. BWESSP31W. Yes, it is. This is our 4th live stream, and we're very, very happy to see you. So thank you very much for joining us. We are working on the north and south quilt, and I'm just put row 5 and 6 together. Okay, that's what we've been doing. Pretty cool, eh? Love the colors. Love the colors. So this is going to go with a little press over this side. Oh, I see I lost some squares already. Doesn't take long. There we go. Okay. So let's give this a little press. Love these colors. Like I said, there was a couple I would not probably put together. Uh-oh, what is going on? Something funky's going on here. See? See? Got something weird going on. Need to straighten that out. Don't let it go any further. Okay, what's the problem, though? It actually looks like... Okay, it's just too much of a bulk there. Got tucked under. Okay, we fix. No problem. We fix. I was actually so happy to... I had like 2 wedding dresses here, and both weddings were yesterday, thank goodness. And there was one that came back in a flash because I only had to do like really something small with it, right? Like it was really tiny, and I thought, okay, well, whatever. And all of a sudden I came back and, oh, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know, don't worry, we got this. Shh, no Clive time. Come here. Want a TV? Want your TV time? He responds like a dog. It's so funny. Come here. Come on. Come say hi to the peoples. Come on. Come on. They want to see you. They love you. Come on. There we go. Come here. Come here, you big bear. Call him Big Baby Bear. Right? There. Say hi to the peoples. Oh, you got the purrs on? You need some snuggles? He'd stay here and go to sleep. That's how he loves his humans. Don't you, Mr. Clive? Yeah, he's about 11 or 12 years old. We're not sure. We adopted him when he was 3 or 4. So, and we've had him for 8 years now, just coming on 8 years. There he was like, oh, there we go. That's the spot. Okay, now he's got me some tough loving here. The claws need to come out. Okay, here, come here. Okay, you're good. There you go. Got your TV time. Okay, now I need to pick where I made a mess. And it was over here, yes, because it was too snug coming into that spot, and something or other got pinched underneath. So let's just go fix it before it gets worse. Cheryl? Thanks, Cheryl. Where's she? I must have missed it. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Thanks. Thank you. Welcome to the family. Did you grow up with a sewer? My mom was a sewer. My mom is actually a little person, not a midget, but a little person. She's just short of stature. And even with the petites from the stores, she would still have to hem off like, you know, pieces depending on the petite cut. And I'd end up having all those little scrappy bits because she did that herself, obviously, because, you know, when you have to adapt in that way, you become a sewer. When you have to hem your own pants, or you have to take the hems out of pants because they're too short, and you need that extra seam allowance that's on the inside of that hem to come down and use it as a regular pant so it comes down to your ankle. You know, you end up becoming either sewers or people who adapt to that sort of thing. So she had all these little strips of little fabric-y bits, and I'd make Cabbage Patch dresses and Barbie doll camping bags and sleeping bags and quilt tops and couches and just you name it, I would do it. So, and she let me. There was lots of things that I could play with, and I guess she felt that I was not getting into trouble. She knew where I was. I was up in the sewing room, you know, which was always in her room. It was always just in a corner section of her room. That's where the sewing machine was always kept. And I always thought to myself, when I had my own space, I said I would never keep it in my bedroom because I was like, there were sometimes I wanted to sew, but Mom was sleeping. I'm like, what do you mean you're sleeping? It's only 2 a.m. What do you mean you gotta go to work tomorrow? I want something to sew. I'd make costumes for my dollies and costumes with my friends. And, you know, if I wanted to go out for trick-or-treating, that was my responsibility to come up with my outfit. It wasn't my mom's, you know. You get big enough and ugly enough, you can do it yourself, right? Sort of thing. So, aw, thank you. On the video, it's like a quilt. Is there anything? Oh, that was actually the Munchkin. The Munchkin did that. Pop's idea, but the Munchkin implemented. We work as a team here. Hello, Angie. Are you incognito? I see that name. Oh, espresso. It is quite cute. They did an awesome job. I love how we all kind of work as a team here, and we all want to put on the best show, best presentation possible for your entertainment value. I mean, you're choosing to hang out with us, and we really, really appreciate that. You know, to me, there's no better day than spending it sewing and hanging out with buddies. So, you know, awesome. Happy to meet you. Shake hands. High five. Don't five. You're too slow. All right, what do you want, Mr. Clive? Okay, let's go back and see where I fixed my boo-boo. I can't even see where I fixed my boo-boo. It's that good. Woohoo! Okay, because it was folded over in here. Okay, and I noticed it as I was pressing it. So don't let that stuff continue. Kind of nip it where you can. Oops, jeepers creepers. Apparently I missed a little bit of the gray here. I must have come too close. It's okay. I told you, me and the seam ripper are the best of friends. The best of friends. The best of friends. Yeah. At least today, anyways. I'm like, should we cancel the live stream? Because I seem to be just seam ripping today. Just you're going to tune in to Laura Lynn just ripping quilts apart. I don't have quilts to rip apart, but I have a couple of antique quilts here that need some loving. They'll be getting some loving this week. And one's about 60 years old and the other one's about 80 years old. And they're all hand piece, hand stitched, hand everything. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Creds to the Munchkin. Yes, thank you. Creds to the Munchkin. I did get more of my studio clean, but it will take me forever because I keep falling in love with all my fabric all over again. That's why I think I'm going to do a crummy quilt. A crumb quilt. And get into some of my scrappy bits and colors I haven't had a chance to play with before. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, see, I've already had to fix this twice and I'm only just sewing the seam together. It's okay. Things happen. No stress. Okay, got it. It's all included. Okay, you gotta check these things out to make sure. Okay, let's give it a press now for the second time. Nothing worse than getting it on the long arm and finding you've got a split seam or something. I've had that with a customer's quilt, and thank goodness it was, as the machine was working in one section, and it was down farther than the other one, and I could have paused the machine, but I had enough time to do a couple little whip stitches and fix that little seam for her so it didn't catch on the machine coming by, because it would have hurt my machine as well as would have hurt her quilt. So, you know, I was glad to be able to catch that for her and for myself. So, it happens. It happens. I've had I've had one part of a whole square. I think they must have ran out of bobbin, didn't realize it, and just sewed the next thing on. And it was about a section about this big in the square that had no, and only as you were, you know, stretching it out and putting it out on the long arm did you see it. So even when we had held it up to look at it to see how she wanted it quilted it up. So, you know. Okay, so there's our 2 rows together, all pressed. We're going to make 2 more and attach them to those. Okay, let's not get our color wonkies here. There we go. Ooh, that looks so good. It looks so good. Can you see that at all? I don't know if you can. Can you see that? Oh, hold on. Can you see that at all there, Pop? No? A little bit? Isn't that kind of cool? Loving the colors, loving the colors. Love, love, loving the colors. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, all right, next row. Okay, we need to do row number 7. Row number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'd be this one. I'm thinking it is now. And this one. Those are the contenders, ladies and gentlemen. And see them duke it out. Okay. Okay. Let's put these off to the side. Really? Enough. Hold on. I'm thinking. Shush. I think that's that one. Pardon? What did you say? Oh, bye, Pat. Please all the food. Oh, why? Oh, yes, I hear you about fridge failure. What is it about fridges? Bye, Pat. Have fun. I'm sorry you had to go, you know, buy new food, but, you know, at least, hopefully you get a new fridge. Or at least you got it fixed. Okay. See you later. Bye, darling. Thank you for showing up. Yeah. Steamer River is my best friend. Yeah, I know. We just bought a new fridge, and because we're huge water and ice drinker, water and like our ice and our beverages, that has to be in the door of the fridge, or we might as well just get a cooler or 7 and hook them up in a wall because it'd be empty in no time. So that it's just the way it had to be. We'd be just wasting our money otherwise. So get a fridge that's got what we need in it. So yeah, they are expensive. We spent like $3,000. I was like, oh my gosh, I wanted to put a fence in the driveway. Now I gotta not have a fence in the driveway. That's okay. Things happen for a reason, and we're just gonna plug on. September 12th. Woohoo! All right. I have crossing guards, so we'll have to balance it out. But you're more than welcome to hang out here and put you to work. So. Was Trudy leaving? Oh, bye, Trudy. See you next Sunday. Hopefully you'll watch the rest of the live stream. Very happy you showed up here today. Thank you very, very, very much. I think I was going to use that one. I was going to use that one and that one. That didn't help me at all. That's okay. I got it. No, I don't. No. Oh, yeah, I do. As I shifted my whole desk. That's why it's not screwed down. It's just a heavy top. Okay. All right. Okay, we're going to use this purple and this green to make our next row, which is row number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm choosing this purple. It kind of looks like a red here to me, but that's just my choice. I want to kind of keep with the purple in this section here and then lead to the next ready color. So we'll use this and this. That's going that way and that way. And I just don't want to get confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll be this one right here. Let's put there. Okay, so I need a gray and a white and then a color. Okay, so gray and a white. And that goes with the white pointing down because the colors are going up. How big is my cutting mat? 36 by 24, and I would love a bigger one. But that means a bigger desk. We had to get a fridge. Oh, it had ice and touring. Yeah. Actually, we looked at a few different style ones, that's for sure. You are so silly. Made me laugh out loud. I'm glad you didn't fall out of the chair. Me too. I was very close there, actually. I'm going to have to go back and watch that. See how close I came to almost falling out. Oh, bye, Athena. Thank you for showing up. We really appreciate you showing up. Thank you. Thank you. It's lovely to get to know everybody. Okay, that was a wonky scene because I looked up. Let's go back and check that. Yeah, no, we're going to redo that. That was like I was drinking or something. I have a small quilting space as part of my bedroom, or part of my, oh, okay. See, you know, as long as you get a space, that's the hard part, I think, is when you don't get a space and you feel like you can't be creative because there's not enough space in front of you. I find that this table is fantastic. It's a great size. I think an 8x4 would be awesome. And that's just so you can have your sewing station, cutting station, pressing station, organization station. You need space for all those things because I need to lay out all my stuff too. So, you know, as long as I think that's, and if you can kind of get that space, then fantastic. There's actually collapsible like closets that, you know, things flop down and as you open the doors and so on and so forth. I think those are awesome, especially if you're very space limited. We have a very open concept in our house, and I literally took over the living room and the dining room. We're kind of in the living room part now, and the dining room is where the long arm sits. So it's not huge, but it's ours, and we make it work for us the best we can. I take most of the house for knitting. Yeah, it's been a tough quilting day. Oh, hi! You said you couldn't make it, Auntie Julie. Happy you're here. Working on a paper roll. Yeah, I guess it would make for a tough day for quilting in that space, that's for sure. But you make it work for you, right? You make it work. You still have fun. What I hated was always taking over the dining room table and then not, you know, then you never eat there for dinner anymore, right? That's the thing. What? You trying to get famous? What are you doing, Mr. Clive? Okay, now make sure you give yourself enough at the tip where your colored triangles are coming in. Make sure you give yourself enough room. Okay. On the back porch. Yeah, that's true. Exactly. Better than having to pick up. I'd choose a small space and not have to pick it up all the time than have a bigger one and have to. So you lose your mojo. You lose your enthusiasm to get things done and things to progress and things to sew. You know what I mean? You lose your drive and that's no fun when it's really something that you love to do. So oh, yeah, I hear you. Actually, I had to go to the church once. I think it was my mom's scrappy quilt, or no, it's actually my sister-in-law's quilt. It was, what was it, Harlequin, diamonds on point and stuff like that. One of my very first. And of course, I machined it and then hand-stitched it all together. But to go lay it out, to put the backing and the batting, and oh my God, I had to go to the church. I'm like, can I use the floor? Because I can't lay this out here. There's not enough room. Oh, we have a spider friend. Spider friend, spider friend. Okay. All right. Now we need to add another white. Hold on. No, we don't. It's 2 grays. So 2 grays and then off to the greens. When you love quilting so much, you would sew it. Yeah, exactly. Hubby hates when I leave everything out. Oh well, sacrifices must be made. Live with it. Move on. Say dinner's optional. I don't want to cause any trouble. I do anyways, no matter where I go. Yeah, exactly. All courage is gone when you have to drag it out and put it away again. Just need a little, everybody needs a little space to call their own, you know? Okay. I did that wrong. Moving on to the next 2 grays. Oops. I don't know how I did that wrong, but I did that wrong. I'm not going to take the time to unpick it right now. I'll unpick it later. And we'll just start fresh with 2 new grays. So it means the last row is not getting done until I do some picking or unpicking. Yes, our cat is cute. He chose us. He chose us. So we went to the shelter looking for, you know, somebody to love sort of thing. We had lost our dog a couple years beforehand, and, you know, we just, you know, bought the house and we're looking for, you know, it seems lonely. You need a critter. You need a critter running around, little paws and stuff. So the kid really wanted a cat and I wanted a cat, sort of. And, you know, I figured it was something different than a dog, and I didn't have to get too attached to it right away, and though I'm very attached to my Sophie now. So we adopted, and like I said, he picked us. He was meowing and loving our feet and around our legs when we went looking, so we thought, you know what, hey, that's half the battle is getting a cat to like you, so let's let him love us. He loves us, let's let him all love us, right? Okay, so I got those colors there. Now I need a green. That's correct. I just want to make sure I'm going in the right order. That's coming back down, and yep. Okay, so a green, and then a white, and then a green and a white. Okay, but we are going south, so that's got to go down. That's going to attach to there. That's going to attach to there, and so we go. Yeah, they own you, that's for sure. He's very selective. But he does answer like a dog, though, I have to say. It's kind of funny. You tap your leg and say his name, and he's there. And he's got out. He's a house cat. And just because they suggested that we do that, and we live on a busy street, and I don't want to become a little pancake. So he has got out a couple of times, and that's all I do is go and shake the treat container and call his name, and he comes running. He knows where it's good. He knows where the loving is. Have you ever done a braid quilt? No, I have not, Becky. That is actually, I think that was one on my list. It was very that's the ones that kind of go like this and this, and it's just a strip of fabric and just, yeah, if that's the one you're talking about. I've done a small table runner kind of sort of in that manner, but not like a whole big braid quilt though. What's going on, Steph? Are you sure? Lets himself out. I'm out of here. I need a walk. Okay, so one more white on the end here. Yes, and then a couple of grays, and then sewing those two together, and that's where we're done. Do-do-do. What am I missing? Seems like there's something going on, and I don't know about it. Probably nothing. Do-do-do-do. How large was it? Oh, that's a good question. 1 second. See. It ended up being, because I used all the material I had. Okay, for the inside of the piece minus the border, came about 37.5 by sugars. Whoops. Okay, whoopsies. Okay, making a disaster of the place. By, let's go to my not such a point there, by about 28.5. So that's what they that's what these 2.5 pieces that I cut turned out to be. So in this section here, and there was 10 rows, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I had 4 done on camera, and then I did another 6 off camera to finish it up, to make it so you could really see that dimension all the way through. So 109. Oh my gosh. What brand of iron do you use? Oh, it's a reliable iron, and I like it a lot. Why are we so off on that corner there? It's not just me, is it? I'm not drinking any. Weird. Okay. I'm so confused. So it's lining up there. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. Moving on. Okay, we'll sew these 2 together. And then it's 1 gray on the end. And then that's a row done. Okay. Quilt design on crumb. Yes, I can. Yes, yeah. 1 second here. I will show you on the camera. This is a quilt kit that we got, that I picked up, and it's called North and South by Nicole Ramirez, and you can find the free pattern online and via one of the links. Yeah, there we go, from Quilt Shop. Thank you, Quilt Shop. And you can follow along with either solids or scrappy bits or whatever. I think I'm going to try and make another one of these. Obviously not right away. Give myself a break. What with black in these solid dark colors or solid colors, and maybe a gray instead of where the white is. So that's going to be my second one. I'm having a lot of fun. This is literally the page of the instructions is right here, so they kind of leave a little bit to your imagination. And but if you can do it. It's all good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's 7 that we're working on. Okay. And I think I need 1 gray for the side, was it? No, if there's only 1 gray on that side, it needs 2 on this side. And is that going to fit now? No, because I sewed them the wrong way. Oh, jeepers creepers. I tell you. It's hard to find good help here nowadays, let me tell you. Can't find them in Europe. Oh. Yeah, they are. It's on the frame. What? Oh, okay, sorry, thank you. I was a little confused by that, which clearly didn't take much. Okay, so need to put that together and then add it to the white, and that's our other row done. Okay, and then 1 more row, and then we'll call it a show after we get another row done. I was in Flagstaff, Arizona in it was year 2000. It was year 2000. Yeah. I was, my girlfriend Kimberly and her husband drove down from British Columbia, because that's where we used to live a long time ago. And we met in Vegas, drove to Arizona, saw the Grand Canyon, stayed in Flagstaff a couple of nights, got a tattoo. Things happen. Went back to Vegas, won a little money, went home. Had a great time. Okay, so there's our other row done. Okay, and we'll get another one done and then sew those 2 together. Okay, so let's give this a little press here. For some reason, I have a long tail on one of my green ones here, but we'll see how that works out in the end. If I need to do some trimming, I will do some trimming. Do. Oops, I'm knocking stuff off again. Jeepers creepers. Oh, the mustard yellows. Oh no, says the mustard yellow. Shift. Everybody shift. Okay, I have to do a green one though. We have to make up a green one so you can see how that was coming along. think we got to go there, but I don't want to put it too close to the iron. Okay, and no, because that's, yeah, that's right. And then we have this one, which is this color right here. I just want to cover the row so I don't get confoozled. Does not take much to get confoozled. Okay, and is that the right one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just did that one. 7. We are on number 8. What's going on? Are we moving our... Uh-oh. How can lip sync be off on a live stream? It's not going the same time. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to use this green one. Okay, I'll show you how I was putting the triangles together. If you didn't know, that's what we were doing in the first and second shows, or second and third show. Apologize, or it was only in the third show. I think we were putting them together. So we put a little stack like this, and we're going to make our little colorful triangles. Okay, we need to make 2 of them exactly the same because that's what they form side by side on the row. And we need 3 of these triangles to form it up. Okay. And then, as we have been discovering, is for every, because I'll show you right here, because you can see that there's the 2. When we go to cut these, you get 8 of the half square triangles. So 2 end up being a bonus, and then 2 more of these end up being a bonus because you only need 8. So these all bits and bobsity boos are all going to go in the border somehow in some funky, fantastic design between gray bits and colory bits and so on and so forth. And I'm going to design something pretty awesome, I hope. That's the plan. So put this green one together and then we'll finish the row and then sew it together and sew the 2 that we just done. Restarted computer and took care of the problem. Oh, sorry. Am I all weird like? And you just treat them like doing rows. That's all. Okay. So that would be 1, and then back. And then row number 2. And then row number 3 is really just a triangle, but you're going to add it to row number 2. Okay, right here. Okay. I got this little spider guy. He's hanging out here. Can you see him? Little Spider-Man. Spider-Man. What are you doing? Nope, no more TV time for you. Sophie hasn't even had her TV time. Can't wait to see your... Yeah, I can't wait to see it either. It's going to be something amazing. At least so I hope. You know, as long as they love it, really, that's the main point. And I'm having fun. And I'm learning along the way, you know. And I'm loving working with all these colors. I don't think I've worked with so many colors unless it's been a scrappy quilt. So it's nice to be able to have all these colors to choose from and play with and see. And, you know, it's fun to play with them, you know, because they're pretty colors and, you know. Okay, don't want to lose the sync out of those 2. There we go. Love the colors. I like how they actually pop up on the screen too, the color wise, because sometimes things are turned out a little bit dull, but this green is actually one of my favorites. My mom would really like this green too. That would be one of her favorites. Does anybody have a specific color they always like to quilt with? I used to quilt a lot with whites and blacks because I thought it matched anything. You know, you can do anything with white and black because it would match any other color. So it was okay to mix and match them, sort of thing. So, but I notice sometimes as I'm doing projects that I have a tendency to gravitate towards a color. Like purple was for weeks on end. I just, for some reason, couldn't get enough purple. All the projects were purple. You know, for threads I was using was purple. Modern or traditional? You know what? I'm a mix. And that's kind of why, another reason why I chose this quilt pattern, because I could quilt it up either way. I could slap feathered wreaths and feathers and all sorts of doodads all over this and still make it beautiful, or I could do some really geometric shapes in those zigzags and put pebbles and free motion quilting with swirls or something like that. Just go and have fun, like a little graffiti project sort of thing. Like just go coloring with the thread. You know, make stuff. So I don't know, I'm kind of torn. I'll have to get it on the long arm and really look at it. I need to look at it fully on to get, if I want to make another design pop out of it, or if I want just a corner to pop, or if I want just straight stitching and just have one little design section on this one colored rainbow or something. I don't know. You know, that's where the options are literally endless to do. There we go. Okay, perfect. We got that little green section done. Let's iron these little babies up. And that's why I think I like Christmas so much too, is I love the shades of green that are at Christmas. Like all these shades of green, they're just, it's just so, I don't know, so nature-filled. Or that's maybe it's just me. I don't know. Okay, so we have our next two colors here. And like I said, I didn't want to make any boo-boos because I've already done enough of that today. So I need a gray and this, I don't know what you call that, pink coral or pinky red. To me, I like it. I like it a lot, actually. I didn't think I was at first. And then as I was making the triangles together, I'm like, you know what? I kind of really like this a lot. Especially with these three colors together. Doesn't that really kind of pop? I like it. Okay, now make sure you're leaving enough at this tip right here to give yourself enough to get sewing across on, because you don't want your tips cut off.
I believe Ashton Kutcher won over you tonight.
What do you mean?
Healy just joined us.
Sorry.
Hallie.
Hi, I'm sorry I'm late. What, excuse me? Excuse me? No, I'm kidding. It's okay, Hallie. I forgive you. And what was Ashton Kutcher doing? Shaking his little booty? I also had to be really careful on basting the sides to avoid stretch. Uh-oh. Who was she talking about?
Herringbone quilt.
Oh, yes. Sewing on the bias. Yes. Yes. And I'm actually finding that a little bit with these triangles. I think maybe because they are cut and they're kind of fragile, not necessarily fragile, but easy to warp, would probably be a better choice. Oh, movie I had to see. Okay, you are forgiven. Did you at least bring us popcorn? I love movie popcorn. Was it a good movie at least? Do you have chocolate? Friends with Benefits. Oh, I've seen that one. Or no, was that an older one? Is that an older movie? Friends with Benefits. I'm thinking that was somebody else, but maybe not. All right, so we need to add a white next to the corally color. That one intimidates me. What does, Teresa? Salmon. Oh, it could be that too. Yeah, maybe. A pink, very, very smoked salmon. All right, now we add another colored piece and then a white one. And then we're almost done this row, and then we'll sew it together. Very, very excited. I like making progress on quilts. I'm actually making, you look like you're getting something done instead of just playing with a bunch of fabric. Oh, wedding ring quilt. we actually have the Quilt cutter for the wedding ring, and we are going to do it probably after Christmas, because I'd like to really focus a lot of weeks on it, because it's going to take some time to get my brain wrapped around. I've never done it before, so it'd be nice to be able to learn to do it. And maybe actually that's a good way to bust the scraps, because you can use, because it's actually little pieces. It actually has the pieces cut, or that you do to make your little curve. So I'm thinking about that. A scrappy wedding ring quilt. Is that done? It must be done. It has to have been, for sure. Oh, but still sweet. Yes, okay. I thought Helly, that was one I'd seen before. It is funny actually. So I don't mind him winning out for me, but only for a few minutes. Hello from Jamaica. How are you? Oh, thank you. We can help in any way whatsoever. Just let us know. We are here to help and aid you and help learn along the way and learn what not to do, what to do. I grew up under one that was, I would love a wedding ring quilt. And that's why I think I'm going to, it was actually Pop's idea to get the cutter. I was like, oh, that's a bit ambitious, honey. Are you really sure? Like, you know? And then I'm so happy you did, because there's actually quite a few scenarios that I think, oh, you know what? I think I'll get the wedding ring quilt thingy out and start cutting one, and, you know, because eventually someone's gonna. Sounds like a scrappy wedding ring quilt it is. Yeah, I know. I think so too. Wouldn't that be awesome? Because it has everything you kind of need in it. All the colors selected in there. I kind of wish maybe I would have done that for my eldest niece, but I did the 2x3. I made a pattern in it with the whites, and everything else was colored, and there was no black. I left the black out. Very happy everybody is here to see us. What are you doing there, Clive? Oh, he's right at my feet. Apparently we weren't paying enough attention to him. He's so funny. Mr. Clive, it's so funny. All right, we are going to do the 2 grays in between the green section. We're almost there. Very excited to be almost there. You'd actually have to ask Pop about that one, because I never saw the bill. I just got the joy of opening the box on Boxing Day, and there's an unboxing of the box on Boxing Day, and I was so excited. It's a bonus video, so if you want to check it out, of all the, I'm not sure if we showed all of our cutters or we just showed unboxing it. It's been very, very useful, let me say. It's been very useful. It's helped in cut hexagons for a hexagon star quilt. It's cut strips and squares for one of my sister's quilt, my middle sister's quilt. It's cut a bunch of triangles for a hexagons quilt. It has cut many, many pieces for my Canada's 150 quilt. That's one of the reasons why I designed it, is because I had the cutter so I could use it whenever I needed to. So we have made use of it, that's for sure, and it will continue to get its use throughout the years in the quilt shop. And we don't mind. If you want hexagons and you want them 3 inches, we have that. You send me the fabric, we will press them all out for you and send them all back. We don't mind that at all if it helps make your project easier and it gets you further on in enjoying the whole quilting process. I mean, because sometimes it's those tedious little things that deter you, like those hexagons, like those little ones that I made for my sister-in-law's bag, the blue one, the big hexy bag. It took forever. Okay. In my eyes, I'm like yesterday. I want things happening, like not now, but right now. How come it's not done yet? What took you so long? How come it's not done yet? So that's kind of me, and they will agree. So it took a long time to do a row, because they had to go this and then 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 this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, 20 minutes to do one row, and of course I had like 250 of them all together. I thought, how am I going to do a quilt? It's going to take me an hour and a half just to stitch one row across. It's going to take me like 5 years to do one. And, I'm not saying I don't have that kind of time, but I have a long list of quilts I want to do. And I'm going to get them done. Okay, hold on. Do. Just want to make sure we're on the do page. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did that one. We're on this one. So we need a green one first. And did I do that? Oh, did I add 3 whites? No. Okay. Hold on. I think I might have messed up here. Hold on a second. Yes, I did. I need to put this white over there between the gray. Let me just make sure I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This was row 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, row 8. Yes, I made a mistake. Surprise! Surprise! Okay, fix it now before you get all stressed out. Okay, just pop a couple seams here. It's all good. It's all good. We fix. No stress. We fix it. Fix it with the ripa. What are we talking about?
Nothing.
Oh, nothing? Okay, moving on. Okay, don't look at the text.
Peggy had a chance to join today.
Peggy?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for joining, Peggy. You're sleeping. Did you stay up?
She woke up.
You woke up?
6:30 in the morning.
It's what?
6:30 in the morning.
Oh, it's a crack of dawn. A little bacon and eggs and a little quilting show. It's welcome to the Peggy Quilting Show. No, I'm kidding. Just happy you could join us, Peggy. Okay, all right. Fix my boo-boo. You know what? You know, it's not a project unless you're like ripping at least half of it out. I mean, come on now. Yes, it gets a little tedious sometimes. Yes, it gets a little frustrating sometimes. You move on. You smile. You smile, and you move on. Yeah, that's okay. I just read that the gray and black and white, still white. No, I'd use the gray and black. I think I'd use gray and black as those two colors for the second set. Where the gray is, use black, and where the white is, use gray. And maybe put a little bit of a texture into it. I don't know. I think it would add some kind of neat design, especially down that center gray ziggity zag, you know, that goes between the rows, the colors and stuff, right? So, okay, we're almost there. Oh, the seam ripper, seam ripper, seam ripper. I knew you'd be my friend today, seam ripper, seam ripper. Okay, all right, let's move that there, move this here, because this needs to be a white and then a gray. It's going to be a longer show because I keep messing up. Hope you didn't have anything else to do today because we're just going to hang out and do this. Okay, nothing else. Who's making dinner? I'm a very picky eater. Bob's going like this in the background. I say I'm not, but I really am. I don't know why I am. Well, because I have a couple of allergies. I can't have nuts, and I can't have bell peppers. So that kind of eliminates a lot of things. You know, a lot of stuff that's pre-made. I got to check it, got to read it, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it gets boring. So, you know, and sometimes you get bored of cooking dinner. Who wants to cook dinner all the time? Like, seriously. These past couple of Sundays, we put something on slow cook, and it's been done after we've been filming. So it's nice to be able to have dinner ready, and it is. We've got a whole chicken all ready to go. I cooked it up and put it on some salad, and that'll be dinner. But sometimes it just gets so boring. Okay. Round 2. White piece. Over here. Then, gray piece attached to it. Turn the ringer off, let it go to voicemail. Okay. that back up there. I think I was looking at the other row and didn't think I needed to add the white. Because it switches. Goes from the front side to the back side where you need the white piece because it has a zigging and a zagging. So, okay. We got it. We fix. Okay. So, put this one there. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, am I doing this right? Yes, I am. Okay. I can't believe school starts in like 2 weeks from Tuesday. It's going to go by like that. The summer's gone by. Like I said, I've barely done anything. I've just puttered around and caused some chaos. That's about it. I had plans. Cause more than just chaos. Okay, now a gray. Is that going to be a useful gray over here, or did I just waste? Yeah, of course I did. Because I have nothing else to do besides make gray triangles. All right, here we go. Scoot over here. Sew down there. So I had a question when we first started filming is, does your sewing machine hum? And if it does, is it plugged into a power bar with a power surge, or is it plugged right into the wall? Because mine, after a period of time, it hums. It does this little, it's not that it needs oiling or anything. What are you doing, silly cat? Need oiling or anything. It just has that little engine-y hum to it. The cat's all weird. I don't know why. He keeps hugging around my feet. What are you doing? Go away. Go away, Mr. Clive. Go away. Okay, so now we need to put, because it's north and south, the green tones and blue tones are always going to be facing down. Sew these two together, and it is a green, white, gray. Okay? Scoot, scoot. You're not getting any more TV time. Now make sure you give enough on the other end here, because that's your port and triangle there. Okay. Line that up a smidge. Yes, he is. Yeah, I know school has started in some areas. Here we go out right at the end of June, where it's like it was the 29th of June. Anyways, it was like the Thursday, and then Canada Day was on the 1st, which is 1st of July, which was the Saturday. So it meant like really, really super, super fast. And then we go back right after Labor Day, which is the first holiday in September, usually within the first couple of days. And then we go right back to Tuesday right after that. Back to the normal schedule. So I had my big old crossing guard meeting with my new boss. So that's good. I get a whistle. I am so excited. I get a whistle. Ooh, the power. A whistle. Excited for the whistle. It's the little things. On the 28th of this month, Heather, they go back on of August. That seems kind of weird, but what do I know? We've always done the same thing up here. So, all right, another green and then a white and then a gray, and then we'll put those two together, and then we'll put the row together. Okay. We'll actually make some progress here today. Becky, do you quilt on the machine or you? Okay, do you quilt on the machine you are using? What size of needle? That I use a universal needle when I'm always doing the piecing together. If I'm quilting, I'll use for free motion or a stitch in the ditch or whatever, making circles or squares or whatever lines. Then I will put on a quilting needle, because it's sharper and it goes a little bit thicker and it goes all the way through the fabric and comes right back up. So it's a better needle for that. But for piecing, I just use a universal like you would for any sort of sewing project. Another white piece, a gray piece, and then we'll sew the row together. Yes. Okay. Do. We're very happy everybody showed up today, or you came to visit and hang out with us. It pleases us greatly. And I think nope, I didn't mess that up. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay. It's a great way to look forward to the week and spend the weekend with you. Are you supposed to blow the whistle before you cross? No, we're actually supposed to blow it to get the attention. That's what we were told. So thanks for asking that, Auntie Julie. Auntie Julie used to be a crossing guard too for a little while. No, it was actually to get attention. That's what I asked too. I said, is this something new that they want us to do? Like blow, look, cause some chaos, with my, and then to go back. Do we blow as we're going back as well, like to our position? So he goes, no, just use it to get people's attention or kids' attention that aren't following the rules or what have you. I'm like, okay, all righty. Kidding. And it's better than saying hey, because that's what I used to go, hey, to get their attention. Okay, now we'll put those two rows together, or these two strips together to make the row. And then we'll give it a press, and then we'll sew it to the other one we just did. And then we made some big progress. That means we got 4 rows done, and we get added to our other 4 rows. That means we're halfway there. And if I can get 4 or 5 rows done before next show, then we can put a couple more rows together and then figure out the border what we want to do. Right? Do that together. All right. Love that green. Green is so pretty. Green and the gray is very lovely together too. I don't think there's one color that doesn't look good with the gray. That's probably why they chose this pattern to begin with, these color choices. Everything looks good with the gray. Okay. Now, let's pin these guys together. These two here. Let's move the little chaos over, because we're not going to do any more of those. This and this. Line it up. Should be, hold on, should be there. Hold on, maybe I need to add another, was it 2 grays? Hold on, let's figure this out first. We may have to add another gray. Like I said, this pattern leaves a lot to your imagination. No, it goes there. Does it? Ha 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 ha. There we go. There we go. Do 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 do. I think we're good. Okay, we're gonna pin. Borders, exactly. I have to figure out what material I have and calculate it so I don't want to be short. I'll be making phone calls to Angie. Hello, Savior Angie. I need you again. Come save my butt. No, I love doing these live streams. They're so much fun, and I like it how we're all kind of getting to know each other, and we can carry on a conversation and feel like we're sharing a cup of tea and hanging out. Not causing too much trouble. Depends on who you are, who you talk to. I think Sophie's all mad because I told her to go lay down. So she's snubbing us. But I bet you if I called her, she'd come running. Is she behind you or is she in her chair?
Chair.
Yeah. I don't have any TREATs to give her, so I'd be like falsely leading her here because I don't got any snacks. She's like, you only call me for snacks. Okay, so now we're going to sew those together. Lines up beautifully, so hopefully I've done it right. And a 1/4-inch seam allowance, unless otherwise stated. So I always try to use. Don't sew over your pins. I'll trim all these little tails. Nope.
RX and TX are both at almost 0.
Oh, mine's fine. Do you need the battery or?
Yep.
Oh, okay, hold on. It's coming. It's coming. Sound is coming. One moment. Batteries.
Yours needs your replacement too.
Oh, does it? Doesn't say it though.
Should be back.
Yeah? Okay, we good? Hello? Sorry. Sound gone again? No sound? Gotta go to church. Bye. I don't know why there's no sound, but we've tried to get it going, so hopefully it is now. Okay, it's back. Yeah? Okay, we're good? Check the cat. Okay, sorry about that. Bye, Angie. Big hugs. It happens. Oh, I think maybe I did miss one. Oopsies. Watch, I didn't have them all lined up in the right way. I will cry. I will cry. You're going to get your tail run over. Actually, I did. I needed one more gray. I thought I said 2 grays and then a white, but maybe I clearly only put 1. Okay, there we go. That makes some more sense. What?
You got way too quiet.
Oh. Okay, now finish that off. Okay, and then we get these 2 rows we just finished putting together. Make 4. 2 make 4, and 4 makes 8, and 8 makes 16. And then we're done. Okay. No sound, it's coming and going. Is it gone yet? It is gone. Huh. Well, I don't know what else to do. Okay. Love these colors. I think I'd do a quilt in just these gray and 2 green, the gray and the 2 greens here. That's beautiful. I love these 2. That'd be a very nice bright one for a room, that's for sure. Would definitely brighten it up with those bright colors. Okay, now we need to flip this way, pin these 2 rows together, and then show you what's going on. Just keep quilting, exactly. Just keep quilting. What about the short? That actually goes right after this row right here, because it was actually row 8, and we just finished row 7. So, or sorry, row 9. It goes there, I believe. If not, I've made a boo-boo and it's going somewhere else. We'll figure it out. Okay. Yeah, it goes behind me. Underneath this one right here. Because it's the next row. If you see right there, it would be that one right there. We're on this one right here. Maybe it's not really, got nothing to really help point with. So, okay. We're on this one right here. Right here, that one right there. And then that would be the next one right here is that little pinky one. Because that's where I got confused. I thought it was up here when I did that row last week. And it was actually down here. This is actually was a pinky purple. Very, very light in color though. So that to me makes more sense for it to come down here with the reds, that pink, and keep the purple up with the other ones. So that's the row we're on and it's right behind me. We're on after that, so. Okay. Now, is that gonna go, yeah, that'll go fine there. Pin this row and then we'll show you what we've been up to today. Ooh. Cat's being all weird. Aw, thanks, Wanda. I have a lot of fun. That last one I just did for the Get Hillsburg Growing Community, the horse wall hanging. It was yesterday, and the whole silent auction thing like that. And I was phoned last night. I left a message though because I didn't hear my phone ring, and it was in the other room. And one of the organizers said it went for the highest money on the silent auction table, and there was a bit of a bidding war on it. And I was like, okay, it was like totally happy. Like, I can make another one. No need to fight. May take me a little while. It took a while though. It did take me a while to do that one. I was going to make a bag, and for some reason I just was not inspired to make a bag, even though I love bags. I love making bags. I don't know. I found that purpley bluey kind of fabric. It was in a stash up on the top. I'm like, okay, what am I ever going to use that for? It's not going to really go in a quilt. It's really wall hanging stuff, use that shiny bitsy stuff for the wall hanging. And so I thought, okay, and I put it on the long arm, and I thought, I'm going to do a wall hanging, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and we're such a huge horse community here, and hopefully it'll bring some money. And I wanted something that would catch people's attention, and they wanted it. They wanted to buy it to bring money to their little community, because every little bit helps. It helps make our little flower pots that hang from the street lights, and the signs, and the benches, and the flowers, and the gardens, and the parks, and all that sort of stuff. It all keeps up with that. Do you make quilts from start to finish for most of your customers, or is it mainly long arm quilting for the tops? It's both. I do both. I can and have put their tops together for them and quilted it up and given it back. I've been given pieces of quilts and said, okay, I'm done with it. I can't do it anymore. Or this was grandma's and I don't know how to finish it off. Could you finish it off for me? Yes, either or. I love doing them. I love right from creating to cutting all the fabrics to sewing them all together and finishing it off and putting the hand stitching and the binding. I love every single step of making a quilt. The cutting, maybe not so much, and the ironing, but you know, you gotta take everything in stride. Yeah, it was a bit of a bitty war. It was hilarious. Well, I'm not hilarious, but I took a little putter down there yesterday. I stopped in and saw my friend who runs the skate club and said I'd come and say hi to her and help support her and stuff. And so one of the ladies who knew I did the quilt, she kind of snuck up to me. She goes, I just want to let you know, I'm bidding on your wall hanging there, and I'm really, really wanting it. And I'm like, okay, like I'm excellent. That means money for the club, right? So. And then when I walked past after I, saw everybody and waved and hugged and whatever, and came back and I noticed it was up kind of high. I'm like, okay, and these two ladies keep going back against each other, and it was quite a little less. So I was like, okay, I'm totally happy about this. This is awesome. And apparently I got just as much compliments from the front side as people who notice me, who know I do what I do. And oops, making a boo-boo here, so missing it. That the back side was just as pretty as the front side. So I was like, oh, thank you very much. It shifted on me for some reason, and we need to move it back up. At least I noticed it before I got all the way done. So yeah, it really did come out nice. And did I do a hand stitch of that border? I think I hand stitched the border. I'm trying to think of whether I did or not. Yeah, no, I didn't. I did not. Yeah, did I? Oh, okay, I did. Pop says I did. I believe him. He know. He know. He knows what I do. Clearly, if I don't. Okay, back this way. Take this out. Maybe back up a bit. And I like it when things like that, when you're doing something for the community or, the church or, the silent auction for the skate club or something, anything like that, anything you're trying to do for somebody else and it brings that much attention and awareness to it and it brings in that much money, how could you not feel good about it? It's awesome. It's like, woo-hoo, we're pulling together. So, and every little bit helps, I've done a couple of bags here and there, and that's why I thought, okay, maybe this time I'll do something a little different. And I'm very glad I did, because I don't think a bag would have got that much. You know what I mean? I really don't. Unless it was like an awesome, awesome bag, but, Okay, almost there. Almost there. Okay, clearly I didn't pin those ones. I'm such a rebel. I'm living dangerously here. Gonna be quite a bit of progress today. We got 4 whole rows done. Well, that's with you watching. I got more done. Okay, any pins? Nope. Okay. Let's spread this 4-pack. Give it a little iron. Very cool. Love all these colors. So pretty. Yeah, I've had this one for just over a year, so I've been kind of wanting to do it. So it was a nice, good excuse to, crack it out and learn together. It's one I'd never done before and needed to learn along the way. Something different, something unique. and something that, you know, I can definitely give away to somebody and be proud of too. So, okay, there we go. Oh, there's our 4. What do you think? Such busy little beavers we were today. Check it out. I love, love, love the colors. Love, love, love the colors. All right, should I put the 2 together? Let's put the 2 together. Let's see how that looks. We'll just do a pin and I'll hold it up, okay? We'll do a pin and then we'll call it a show. We'll call it a show. Am I doing this? Am I doing that right? Hopefully. Uh-oh. Oh, here's hoping I didn't mess something up. We'll pin first, then we'll figure it out. That's how it always works. Pin, then we'll figure it out. Just do little side pins here at those important intersections. Okay. Then you can get a gist of what we've been up to in the quilt shop today. In the quilt shop today, where the seam ripper's my best friend. All right, one little section left to go. Everybody's leaving. Bye, Becky. Thank you, thank you. See you next week. So happy you came by. Okay, all right. Now, I'm going to take the top part here and stand up and hopefully, it looks all good and pretty. Minus the pins part, but you know what I mean. How's that look? Does it look good? Got the ziggity zag okay? Looks colors are all right. Very cool. Very cool. All right, thanks everybody for watching. We really appreciate it, and we hope to see you next week. So don't forget to check out Long Arm Wednesdays and Weekend Projects. And, oh, actually, we had an idea for Weekend Project, and now I lost it. Oh, it was going to be a tote bag. It was going to tote bag. I have to make one. I don't have to, but I picked one when I was in Calgary visiting my mom for Mother's Day and her birthday. I picked up some fabric there with my nieces. We went fabric shopping, and we got some material for my mom to make her a bag. She's in a wheelchair, so we need something that's going to be handles long enough to come over the rails, and enough pockets on the sides for that she can leave stuff in there for people to get for her if she needs, like Kleenex, Band-Aids, whatever, cream, whatever she needs are there. And then inside pockets and zippers and stuff like that for her to keep more of her private stuff in there if she, you know, obviously she's got to get to it somehow. So, or maybe make her a tiny one so she can put it around her. I don't know, we'll figure it out, but please stay tuned. We really appreciate you watching and subscribing and giving feedback and just hanging out and chilling with us while as we work on this big, beautiful quilt for my friends Lawrence and Tanya. It'll be a surprise to them. I don't know if they watch our videos or our live streams, but it doesn't matter. They're still my friends, and I'm hoping to make them something very, very beautiful. So we are halfway there. Halfway there. This is half of the quilt. Can't wait to finish the other half. And then border it up with some awesome designs from all the leftover pieces. All the extra bits. Okay, so thanks everybody. Enjoy your day, and we will see you later. Okay, thanks. Bye. Thank you for joining. Have a great